Morning, Dowse.
Morning, David.
Strange week, no game on a Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the first time it's happened, it won't be the last, but it is pretty unusual, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Aye, it's strange.
Did you have an 11 versus 11 game?
Yeah, we've done that Thursday night, funny enough, at Westfield, who have been brilliant. When we trained on Saturday planning for the game against Sutton. I went to watch Sutton in the afternoon, and as you know, a good side, strong side, good management team. Good club, Sutton, always a good club. Always thought it was a very well run club from the top, with Bruce being the chairman. I always thought it was a very run club, Sutton. And we're flying at the minute. And a hard side to beat, as you know. So but he's got them playing very well. Matty and Jason, two good lads as well. So except for the other night, I wish them well.
Yeah, of course. Well, let's turn to that then straight away. And there's always, there's two ways of looking at it. We'll come, if I may, to what you said afterwards in a moment, which was fairly harsh.
Yeah.
And we weren't good enough, etc. But the other way to look at it is we were a very, very dubious penalty away from getting a draw, and another failed penalty claim away from getting a win.
I was frustrated at the end because I didn't think we played that well. That's honest truth. I thought it was a good battle, which you get against Sutton. I thought we give them license before hand to try to play without Cooper in the team. Maybe we couldn't do it as much and all that, you know. We're done. If you think about it, if you come away from there, who played well? I'm not saying who played badly, but who played well. You need somebody to stand up and say, I played well today. I thought the front three were non-existent, to be honest, in the first half. And I was disappointed in the first half, and you come out and say, like, no, I thought if we played well, we could have beaten them. That's what I honestly think. I know they'll think the same, but it was like we had a game Saturday, we had a game Tuesday, we had a game Saturday again. We had a breather. I expect we'll come out with traps quickly. I was just disappointed in us, disappointed in me, and all. Like, I'm part of us, if you like, and just disappointed about how it was. But we did see the longer the game goes on, the better. And the longer it goes on, so stay in the game, because, you know, I've had a lot of games lately and on the floor with a few injuries I had. But we did, and it happens in the third minute of injury time, which kills you. It kills the whole team talk, kills it, because I could have got into them a little bit, but also like saying, listen, the second half now we can get out or get a couple of subs on and go 4-4-2 and things we're talking about doing. You know, that's killed everything. But the first half, if you look at it, you know, you look at the Goodies boy. First header on Davison, he's first 10 seconds of the game, he's went whack, boom, fair. Because I don't want any leg breakers, I don't want anybody, whatever, fair. Our lads on the floor, actually proper, we haven't got anybody in the team to do that.
Yeah.
I don't mean cheating, I don't mean fouling, I mean doing the proper, I'll take it on 50-50, we haven't got anybody in the team to do that. So it's a disappointment. I'm not saying we're like a hard man, we probably do. We're looking every day. I've even made a bid for a player yesterday. And all of us, I don't know how it went on. It might went on deaf ears, but that's what we're doing at this minute, building up to January, because I just need to improve it a little bit on. We've got wrapped away in these two results, 4-1, 5-1 or whatever. Oh, yeah, we're good. Oh, you should give him a contract for next year. To saying, what one would you touch? And that's exactly where we are. So it came away today where if we're going full aim with John Gatz coming in and we found a club and going full aim, we're 6 months behind Sutton as a club, 6 months a year as a club. Who are club from top to bottom, including the football side of things. I feel as though that we're playing these teams with full aim. We're just a little bit short of where we need to be. Yes, losing with players and all the dinkum in the summer. I had a bit of a mountain to climb then, but we've climbed a bit of it. But I think, honest lads, we've got some good players. You know, one or two who you think could push on. You know, if you're talking about being top 5 pushing on, I've got one or two players who I think probably can. But the bottom line is we've got to prove that, not just doing it in one-off games or two-off games. We've got to be coming up against the Suttons and saying, right, okay, what a great chance of getting second top of the league. What a great chance of doing it. Yes, it was horrendous penalty decisions, what costs were. But as a whole, and the young kids probably got a score, and Spaz has probably got a score. But we had a couple of chances as well. They've got a score. And it's just, I just felt as if we played well, we would have won the game. But if you look at that and you come away and saying, like, for example, a couple of games ago, Tops was excellent, or Blinken, you know, Cookie was excellent. No, you can't think of one single player who was excellent, and that's a disappointing thing for me. Goalkeeper and me centre forward, we had none who were more than 6 out of 10. If we had had 5 or 6 or 7 out of 10, we would have won the game. That was my disappointment. So that's why I totally agree with what you're saying as well. Well, that close, awful penalties from being a draw, or a couple of chances away, or 10 man away when we had a bit of pressure. But I just didn't see anybody at all from 1 to 16 who give them more than 6 out of 10, and that's what we need, including myself as a manager and the coach and staff. We've got to give more than 6 out of 10. The players do as well. Not one player done it. I'm not having to go at them because they've done great. We'll have a fight against Notts County tomorrow, I've got no doubt it, but we didn't have anybody there who I think could come off and say, I'll tell you what, what's the gaffer going on about? I had a good game today. I can't think of one of them done that. We need 5 or 6 tomorrow going forward, like we did against Dover and Barnet, who give them more than 5, 6 out of 10s.
Yeah, I agree with you from what I saw. Yeah, that challenge with that Josh Davison banged his head was
Brilliant.
Completely legitimate. It was only about 10 yards from me, I think.
Great header.
I have no complaints about
None at all. Great, by a good lad, by a good player. He plays like Jason, funny enough, because Jason was that sort of player. But not fouling, not getting sent off, not doing whatever, because I thought the lad was quite harsh getting sent off here, to be honest. I did, let you know what I've seen. And all this, but it was a proper, like, you're dying for 1 hour lot, and it shocks to R8, and Cookie's doing it here in case we're doing R8. I'm not saying R8, but it's the difference between being alright and better. Now, that sets a tone for the game, not a foul, a proper, I'm a centre half, you're centre forward, and I'm going to make sure I win my battle here. And that's all it is, and we haven't probably had anybody like that, and I just feel so that's why we're a little bit behind. We need to get Hatchet Man, maybe tough man if you want. Maybe he's the hard man, maybe he's one of them. I know we're going out the game, but that's fair, and I don't think we've got anybody like that. So if we can toughen up a little bit and toughen up as a team a little bit and not get fouls, because some of the bookings we get are pathetic, and some of the sends off we had. Cooper's, that wasn't a set, it was just pathetic what he'd done, to be honest. That's all it was. So if we stop getting people sent off for being pathetic, like Cooper was, or getting these bookings, for absolutely something you wouldn't even do in the girl guides, for example, then we'll be alright. It's one of them where we've got, as a team, we've got to toughen up. I'm trying to think. One tackle, when in the other night? Not a foul, that's different. A tackle, we never made a tackle in the first half. Our midfielders never laid a glove on them. Never laid a glove. And you're thinking, if you didn't have a glove in midfield and we front three are doing diddly squat and doing absolutely nothing in the team, and we back four look vulnerable, no wonder I was on the end of the game. It's different because I think they're a good side, but it is third against second. We have been done by a referee, but that wasn't his fault we lost the game. We lost it because we never had enough players on top of our game, which we've got to get.
Yeah. You say that no one put a tackle in. I would like to disagree with you slightly.
Go on.
Cookie got booked very early, and I was fascinated to hear that every time the ball went anywhere near him, Matt Gray was screaming out, "He's on a booking! He's on a booking!"
We'll all do that for myself. I don't think it was a tackle. I think Max Van in the first half for one, he made one, but they make a tackle. I mean, okay, a tackle. I don't think we laid a glove on him. I didn't think we had showed any that on them and all that. Near did us. That's what I thought in the first half. In the first 70 minutes. After that, when we got man sent off, we were better side and we should have scored and all that, But we can make a little one like that. And the referees are easy to get the yellows out. But I'm just talking about what good he did in the first couple of minutes. It set the tone thinking you're not going to get it. And I just feel so we've got to win a few battles before we start playing football. You know what I mean? So and that's what you do. So we get an early booking, which we getting. Some of bookings we've got have been scandalous, to be honest. The laughable thing. I've been mentioning this to managers because managers will look at us and you'd already look at us and say get at them because they're not a bit of a soft touch, blah blah and all that, and stuff like that. Because we've got some young lads in the teams who are academy lads who used to play in the way which I could still play and all that, and stuff. But important is, and we've got this record of being the second most bookings in the whole league.
Yeah.
Us in Yeovil. And I haven't got a bloke who makes a tackle. So how we can be the second worst team in the league without a hatchet man there, without a hard man there, without anybody who's really going to put good footballers and good team and good lads and they give everything all the time. I've got that. But how we can improve a team, and if we do get some money to spend, how we can improve it is getting somebody 32-year-old in there who has got a bit of nose about him, who doesn't know when to put a foot in at the right time, who can walk away from a referees at the right time, who can actually calm things down. So that's what we're looking for. So it's simple as that. So we'll get, listen, I always said if we keep a team in the league this year, it's been the biggest achievement I've ever done in 15 years as manager. I won't go away from that, but I just hate losing games when I feel so I haven't given anything. Against Chesterfield I was fine with that because I thought we should have won the game, and that sounds ridiculous, but I thought we were good. I didn't see anybody. I didn't see any good performances out there either, dear. And that's what disappointed. Against Notts County, against the best side in the league, and a team I think will win the league. Me personally, I just think we need 5, 6, 7, 8 being on their game. If not, we'll get smashed. Simple as that.
Yeah, the reason I came back yet again to Jack Cook was that despite the fact that he'd been booked and Matt Gray was clearly prompting the referee to keep a very close eye on him, which is very professional. You would probably say, I'm not sure I like it myself.
No.
But there you go, I'm old-fashioned. He kept making tackles. He didn't shrink away from anything.
No, he made one at the end. No, I didn't see that much. I look at the video. I watched the video back and I didn't see that many. He didn't shrink anything. He done okay. Cookie, as you see, he's had a good season up to now. Cookie hasn't he, and stuff like that. And most of them have and all that, But it's again, you're having yours. I'm just saying to me, I feel so that we've got to be more aggressive on the pitch.
Sure. Well, the comments you made after the game, there was lots of reference to. We haven't got enough men, and the things you've been saying this morning. That sounded almost like we need Ben Gehring back in the team.
Yeah, well, he's getting 90 minutes of a day, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he got there. He just, as you say, we couldn't put him in at a minute ago. He had 75 minutes and he was knackered. He's got 3 or 4 90 minutes. We'll have to talk about that one. We're all looking after department as well, not just for centre halves, around the team to get a couple of men in. And it's a good point what you're making, where just to be stand up and counted, you know. Like, so we've got some good players and what you know, but I just so gutted that we'll give 2 good accounts to ourselves. We were excellent against Barnet, but I never felt that the other night. If I don't feel, I may as well tell the truth. I never felt in the first half. I thought for 70 minutes we were a better side, and I thought the half bullied a little bit, you know, and stuff like that. I didn't see us except for mourning all the time, and maybe include myself as well. Like this, I'm part of them. I'm saying like maybe I've got to man up a bit, like, you know, and stuff, and the coaching staff do as well, because I just feel as though that well, like we just look a bit advanced in us and what they've done and all that, you know. And I know we can't train the players and part time and only see them once a week and sometimes never a week, like last night because of weather and things like that. It comes across that we've got some good lads, but I just feel as though I've got the same thing. If you're going to play Sutton United and you've got to win battles and all that, you know, don't make it in a fight because they're better. And like I said, let's play, let's pass it. We never passed it, we never played, and that's just because we're making it in a battle, we would win the game. That's what I was telling the players. But if we pass it and try to move it and we didn't do it, to be honest. So if you don't do it, that means they didn't do our instructions, what we put. We watched them on the Saturday and tell them exactly how they play. It was no different what was said. And I still think we got out muscled, out bullied, and we didn't pass it well. I just didn't think it was a very good performance without being terrible. You know?
Okay. And then finally, turning to tomorrow,
yeah.
You've already said you expect Notts County to win the league.
I do.
So obviously, A, it's going to be a tough game, but yeah. B, because they're in Tier 3, there still won't be a crowd there. Is that a good thing or
Great
a bad
thing?
thing?
Fantastic thing, yeah. We're happy because it's like a training game behind closed doors again. That's how we look at these things and all that, you know. We'll play the bigger sides and things. I think there's some good lad, Neil Ory, good manager, been there, seen it, done it, FC Wimbledon, experienced at what he's done and what you know. But Ian watched the video yesterday, not badly, you know, not bad. And on their day, the Stockport, I know people say Stockport County, I talk Keith's doing well at the minute, but it's Stockport or Notts County for me, to be honest. I think Notts County will win the league, and it'll be a tough game, mate. More, will we attack the game? Of course we will. Do we fancy ourselves? 100%. Will we be confident about getting a right go out there? Yes, but we've got to be more physicality wise better. If anybody gets sent off now, I'm just going to kick them out the club because I've had enough of these stupid little crappy bookings and sending offs and things like that. And yes, we are, and we're looking to improve it as it goes on. The lads are done great. I'm very proud of what they've done on and off the pitch. They've been really good, but we need some men who can stand up and be counted when times are like they were the other night. If not, when the winter months come in and all that. You know, the good thing is Blockie's coming back into fitness now, so in the winter months you fancy him. I think some of the younger lads, like I say, who've been playing academy football all their lives and couldn't tackle a fish and chip supper, to be honest. It's one of them where we just need a bit more men in the team.
Sure. And
I've got to do my job better as well, if that's the case.
Okay, well, thanks for your time. Good luck tomorrow, and let's hope Notts County's campaign to win the league gets a big setback tomorrow.
I hope so. Cheers, dear.